Shoplifters, 2018 Japanese film, tells the story of an odd family that lives in this tiny little house, huddled together almost, and seems to be just getting by on the very edge of society, so to speak. So they have legitimate sources of income. The grandma has a pension, the father does construction jobs occasionally, the mother works at a laundry place. But apart from that, all of them, plus the mother's sister, stepsister, and Shota, the little boy, also tend to steal and shoplift. Not in a big armed robbery kind of way, but a pack of noodles here, a bottle of shampoo there, some snacks in between. It seems to be very natural to them to just help themselves to whatever they feel like. And that's how they manage to scrape by and stay afloat and make a living. And one night, the boy and the father, as they are returning home, run into this little girl who's out in the cold, presumably as a punishment from her parents. So they take her with them for supper, and then it quickly becomes apparent that the girl actually grows up in this abusive environment, that there's no parental love there, instead, there's violence. So the family decide to keep the girl and let her stay in the household and just raise her as her own. Now, all of this story, we're not really told, we're mostly shown. A little glimpse here, a little suggestion there. It is up to the audience to piece all of this together and make sense of it. And of course, there's really more than meets the eye. This family of misfits has a history that we also get to slowly learn through those little pieces of information. And I really love when a movie does that. This thing of show, not tell. It is, to me, a sign of intelligent filmmaking, a sign of confidence in your own ability to tell a story well, but also in the ability of the audience to make sense of it, to understand it. And what's more, in the case of Shoplifters, this subtlety is not limited to just pure storytelling. In terms of the atmosphere, the vibe of the film, the way that it's shot, I'd say it's perhaps one of the most delicate and fragile, vulnerable movies that I've ever seen. It has those little moments of laughter, of joy, and moments of genuine heartbreak, and it has moments of true beauty as well. And none of them are explosive, in your face. None of them try to exploit the emotional charge that they carry. They're all shown in an almost careful way, and we don't linger on them for too long. They just pass by, as does the rest of the life of the family as we observe it, because the movie takes place over several months. It's a very quiet film as well, but also a really genuine one. All of those emotional moments feel completely true. We get this sense that, yeah, these are people who live on the verge of poverty and have some baggage of their own as well. But more importantly, they are family. They have these strong bonds which keep them together. Bonds that look natural and I'd even say easy. And in the case of the shortcomings of the characters, the film is also very unapologetic. After all, we see those people steal and take what doesn't belong to them, and do other things that are morally wrong. But the way it's all framed, we still root for them. We don't hold it against them. They're not evil. They're just human. And I think this humanity and these family ties are really the true heart of the film. They make it so that we laugh with the characters, we cry with the characters, and we relax with the characters as well, all the way from the beginning to the end, which I won't say what happens at the end, but it is truly heartbreaking. I loved Shoplifters. I think it's a really tiny, quiet film with an enormous heart.